Hello everybody, this is Tashlan here, and for the next couple of weeks I'm going to preface my videos with this little bit of a serious plea to all of you out there. As you may know, I am a member of the CreatiCrew, and as a group we raise money for the Extra Life Foundation for Children's Hospitals. On March the 18th, we are going to be doing a 12-hour live stream to raise funds for these children's hospitals. It starts at 12 midday, and it's Eastern Standard Time, which if you're like me, GMT, that would be at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It lasts for 12 hours and we're all going to get together and we're going to play games. A lot of them are inclusive games, which means that you can come and take part too. There are also going to be some prizes on offer, which is free games, and there's quite a lot to choose from. So that's always something good to look forward to. So please, March the 18th, mark it down on your calendar. You don't have to stick around for the full 12 hours, but pop in, see what we're doing, and dig deep for these children that need all the help that they can get. And let's see if we can meet our goal and exceed it, just like we did last year. So, don't forget that date, March the 18th. That's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 5 p.m. GMT. I'm going to be there. Will you? Love you loads, peeps. Peace out. Well, hello out there, all you internet peeps on the great big interwebs out there. This is hello from Tashlan, from Charlie the dog, and Puddon Anpye the pussycats. Welcome to Prison Architect. Now, I'm looking at this and it looks like we are having an intake. And I think I remember us checking all of them just to make sure that none of them are snitch or ex-law enforcement. I fixed up the little problem I had with the walls, I remember that. And looking at our grants, we've got one active where we need to assign guards to patrol routes, and then we can have a look at doing some new grants. So let's do that. Let's go into our deployment. I do think I did this, but I noticed that for some reason I'd forgotten to save my game. So I'm fortunate in that I'm playing on an autosave game, so there might be just a little bit that crossed over and I lost. So I do apologize for that. That's just me being an Egypt. But I'm sure that we all have moments like that. Okay, so we want a patrol route in each of the cell blocks. So yes, I'm definitely remembering us doing this. And we want one along this sort of main thoroughfare that we've created here. So that would be our 3 obligatory patrol routes. I was like, why didn't that give it to me? And I think it's because I've got it on pause. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to assign a guard to the canteen, 1 to the shower, 1 to the infirmary, 1 to the yard. I'm going to put 1 in the holding, so we're not really going to have any prisoners in there, but it's always nice to have eyes on until we get to the stage where we've got CCTV. So now if I put this on to slow, as soon as those guards pop up on their routes, then that should give us that security procedure certification. I don't know why, but for some reason that was very hard to say. Get your teeth in there, Tash. Right, I'm going to hire a couple more guards. It looks like we can afford it. So let's take it up to 15 guards. I'm not sure why that's not giving it to me. Let's have a look. Guard patrol. I've definitely got them assigned. Is it because they're all busy escorting? Oh, there we go. They're popping in. Ta-da! Grant done. I can't speak today. So let's have a look now. Let's have a look at our intake. We're going to close it to new prisoners. It doesn't get rid of the prisoners you've already got, but we're going to close it to new prisoners now because we might be building some more things that'll make it send us new prisoners, and we might not be entirely ready for them. We also need to look at our regime, and yes, now you can see we've got minimum security and normal security. So what I want to do is I want to definitely make sure that we don't have any crossover. Oh, why is it doing that? That is so annoying. It should just... There we go. Now it's split it up. Could you just go mad at these things sometimes? Okay, so we want them to have lockup, and then we want them to have a work time here, and then an eat time here. We will then pop them into the yard. Then we will let them have a shower, then some more work time. And the reason why I'm putting work time before eat time is because then they will go into the canteen and they will start to prepare food. So then we will have eat time, and then this last bit here will be free time. So that's minimum security. We have to do normal security a little bit differently. So what we will do is we'll let them shower here. Then they can have work time there. Then they get to eat a little bit later, poor dears. Then they will get yard time. Don't want them having work or free time there. So actually, I think I will change this to work or free time. Let them shower there. Then we will let them eat there. Give them some work time there. So that hopefully will stop them from any clashes. Hopefully, I say. There's never any guarantees. Right, so what is the next thing that we're going to work on? I think we had short-term investment. There's another thing I think I've lost. So we'll pop that on again. Actually, I think visitation rights isn't a bad thing. So we need a visitation room. We'll put some visitors tables. We'll have a common room for them. So that's going to be quite a good one. So we'll start that one. And I think this is where we'll have dog handlers and armed guards. So more security isn't a bad thing. So we'll work on those ones. At the moment, our prison its danger level is low. The prisoners, 20 prisoners say they are well treated. Well, my goodness, that's a full sweep. They're all perfectly happy with how everything is. Club Med a la Tashlan's working. So, nice. All right, what we need now is we need a visitation room. I'm trying to think where would be the best place to put that, because I sort of don't want people. I suppose I could have them coming through here and then going up there, because remember I have left this space to put in a reception, and I think I'm going to go into planning and we're going to plan out that reception area. We're going to want it to go here, and we're going to want to leave a passage. Now it's going to be fairly narrow Oh, did you hear that? Meow. That's you're probably going to hear a purr as well. But that's little Puddon. He's just come to say hello and hopefully settle down. Hopefully, she says. Do you know, I think I'm not going to put a passage. I'm going to have the reception actually connect on like that. And that does give us a little bit more room. So there won't even be a wall there, if I'm clever. Yeah. So that's actually quite a nice size for a reception. And then that means that we're going to want to put a fence here, because eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put road gates, one here and one over here. Oops. And then we will have a fence over here, and that's just one extra little bit of security. And in all honesty, I think I'm going to do that straight away, because security. I was trying to think of a really rational reason why I wanted to do that, and there isn't one. All right, I am just going to make this fence. So we will fence that in like so, and we will fence this in like so. Then objects, there's road gates. So we will put one in here and one in there. And that's just going to secure the road a little bit for us. I think we're also quite ready to put a concrete building in here. It's going to use that fence as a wall, but that's fine. We can just replace that afterwards. So, oops, I'm right clicking when I should be left clicking. We'll put that like that, and we will put in our large jail door over here. Lovely. And that's going to give us a little passageway up there. I will do that with paving stones up there, and we'll take it to there. Yes, and we will make this sand. Lovely job. Okay, and what we will put here as well is going to be another large jail door, because we're going to do our visitation area up here. How much money do we have? I think we're going to actually build a fence all the way around. We took it to here last time, but let's just go crazy with our fence. Let's have a fence all the way around. Bada bing, like that. Then we're not going to have a worry. The prisoners will sort of wander off, but we're not going to worry that they're going to wander out, which is our primary concern. Yeah, okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. So we will let them get on with this. Let's have a look at our, not our planning, utilities, which for some reason I can't find all of a sudden. Oh, lovely. Look, that's going straight through there. Don't have to do a thing. I do like it when that happens. So let's go back to planning. And so we need a visitation room. Right. So let's go to rooms. Now, a visitation room, what are the room requirements? That it's indoors and that it has a visitor table or stroke visitor booth. I think in a previous prison I tried to do the visitor booths, but it still wanted the tables because it says here 3 visitors tables. So I found put the tables in and then take them out again. Don't worry, because you can use them later on when you do parole things. So it's not a waste, but it's just one of those little quirks that it doesn't count a booth as fulfilling that objective. Okay, so as I said, that did use the fence for that reception. So what we want to do now is we want to demolish this fence like so, and I'm going to go into planning and remove that planning bit. And once they've done that, let's speed them up a little bit. There's no danger in our prison. Well, they shouldn't be all eating together, but apparently they are. Is that a problem with how I've set up my regime? No, I've definitely got it all set up so they shouldn't. I wonder if it's some of them are having their free time. That is a possibility. They could be using their free time to eat, or just, you know, hang around. Or it could be that because I've taken down a bit of fence, that now they can't move. Okay, obviously that fence has now been restored and now they can move. That is something to watch out for, and that was totally my bad there. Now have they haven't removed that. Why haven't they removed that? Did I do the wrong thing again? I probably did. Wouldn't surprise me in the least. Right, but now we have this reception, and in a reception, if I can find it, there is a search function on here. There we go. Reception needs to be indoors, needs an office desk, needs a table and a chair. Well, we will designate this as our reception. We will now go into objects. We will put our office desk. I always zoom in when I do my objects. It's fun. And it helps me get the orientation right. So we'll have a chair there. And did it say, what else does it need? Office desk, table, table. So that's the other thing. So there we go. Now the tables are where all of them the prisoners get processed. So I tend to put a few in. This prison's pretty much small scale, but if you were doing a bigger one, you'd need quite a large reception like this. What I plan to do is once I finish building this small thing, I won't expand into any of the other areas. I will just fit in what we can fit into this prison. Then what I will do is I will do the escape mode, and I've actually never done that. So it'll be interesting for me to see what it's like to do escape mode. And we'll see how long it takes me to break out of my own prison. Once I've done that, I will probably sell this one and we'll start with a larger prison. So that's sort of where I'm heading as far as my plans are concerned. So now back to our planning. Or have we demolished that? Oh, we have. So let's build a concrete wall here. I think we need to put that there as well. I've got a very warm elbow because that's exactly where the dog's head is. It's ever so nice. And yes, they've all curled up and gone to sleep, so a little bit of quiet from the co-hosts. So this is going to be the passageway where I want the visitors to come when they come to visit the prisoners. So I'm pondering what I want my visitation room to look like. I think I'm going to put it over here. I think I will just go with this one. I will just do the visitors tables. We don't have any maximum security. I don't think we need to do any kind of airlock system to try and protect people. So I think we're pretty much okay. I'm just checking on our research. Well, that's all approved. Let's do that. And let's do that. And let's do that. Let's get some research going. Let's get that going. That's swallowed up a fair bit of our cash. And it's also brought it so it's a bit lighter. So, back to planning. We're going to, I think, oops, let's go with walls. Put our visitation area there. And I think what I'm going to do is for the common room, I'm going to put it over here, because this is the other thing that I need to build, is a common room. And this is somewhere for the prisoners to go to relax. It doesn't need to be too massive, so we'll take it that far. And we will pop in a large jail door over there, and we will have a large jail door over here. Yeah, I'm pretty much happy with that. So we will do our foundations. We will go concrete. We will make a mistake as usual, because that's what Tashlan does. And we will throw up these two new buildings. We will grab a large jail door for there and one for there. We're also going to need, because we need dog handlers and armed guards, we're going to need to think about kennels and an armory. And what I'm going to do is this is space where I said, oh, I've got a plan for that. That's going to be where I'm going to put the kennel. And I'm going to put the armory and the security office over here. So there we go. Now, our utilities. I'm pretty sure we're going to need some electricity coming through here. And we're going to need to take some electricity up over here. And we'll zap that in there. Another thing that I don't think I've been very good at putting in is lights along the pathways, so at night it's very dark, which in a prison is not a good thing. So I'm going to start shooting some lights in here. I am pretty random when it comes to lighting things up. I just stick them in and hope for the best. So for all of you people who are going, well, that's pretty random. Yeah, it is. Random is what I do. I do neat and orderly sometimes, but I don't know. I also enjoy a bit of random. So if that's upsetting you, I'm sorry. I don't mean to upset you. Come on, random's fun. I'll just throw in some lights. They're not cheap, are they? Let's throw some lights here into the yard as well. Oops. I didn't mean to install a light right on the fence. Although, it's nice to find out that I could. I didn't know I could, but I know now. Right, let's throw some lights down there. Throw some lights around here. And we need some lights along this path up here, don't we? Yep, and we need some lights on here and around this building. Yeah, I know all of you neat and tidy people are going, no, this is horrible. Tashlan the random. Yeah. That's all I can say to that. And yes, I'm pretty sure I had extended this path along here, but look, it's all gone to pot. So we will bring that down there like so. We will bring a path down to here to my new building. We will bring a path down here, and yeah, Club Med, Tash is at it again. Add in the grass. Da 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 dum. You know it's all fun. Yeah, we'll take grass along to there, and then along to there. We'll bring some grass around here. La 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 la. Prettifying everything. And there'll be grass around here, and we'll take it to here, I think. And we'll make this all grass. And we'll make some grass around there and around there. And I'm just laughing at all of you people pulling your hair out. Ha ha ha. I laugh at you. Okay, so this is going to be our visitation room. So let's go to our rooms when I can find it. No, sorry, our common room. I'm getting all confused. What's wrong with me? So we'll throw that in there. And what does it says? Oh, we've got our common room. Apparently we didn't need to put overly much in there. But I do know that we need to sort of make this a bit nicer. So I'm going to give it a ceramic floor for a start off. I'm also going to assign a guard because we want eyes on all the time. As far as objects are concerned, we need some phone booths. So we'll throw in some phone booths over here. Eventually we will tap these phones. But for now, yeah, well, I'll get away with it. We need a pool table for them. We need somewhere for them to sit. So we'll put in some sofas. My goodness, this is a bit Club Med-ish now, isn't it? They should have benches. Let's throw in a TV for them to relax. And where's the radio? Oh, let's put a bookshelf. That's actually a good suggestion. Let's throw in a couple of bookshelves so they don't complain about literacy. Where's the radio? I bet everybody's pointing at it going, it's there, you've been hovering over it and you can't see it because you're an idiot. Oh, there it is. Let's throw in a radio. They are not getting an arcade cabinet. I am going to put some ordinary chairs in as well. Actually, I'm going to cancel that and I'm going to put the ordinary chairs in over here. I didn't really think this through. But that's so that we can get our psychologist to come in and do his bit eventually. Planning ahead, but not really planning ahead very well. Okay, so that now they've got a common room where they can relax. And this visitation room should be a blank canvas ready for us to deploy a guard into it. And to visitation room. Here we go, lovely jubbly. And we also now need to put in some visitors tables. So let's see if we can cram these here visitors in. Yep, we can. Lovely. So that means we can now have visitation. Yep, so all they need now is the visitation room. Next thing is we need to concentrate on security. Ba-da-da-da. Right, so we need to build a kennel, and I'm going to put the kennel here. So I'm going to go back to planning, and we're going to put a fence. It's going to be an outdoor area. Leave some space for walking past. Like that. It will have, oops, I'm still in planning. Put a door, and then we will put our dog crates in there. So this one's quite simple. We will take fence. We will build a fence along here, and here. And you can see all the gaps I've created. I am slowly filling them in. That's the nice thing about this. I mean, I've done absolutely horrible prisons where it's just concrete from one end to the other. I've done more sort of open plan prisons like this. I've done max sex and all sorts of things. It's fun to try out different styles, I've found. I've had prison riots. It'll be nice actually when we do the escape mode if we can maybe cause enough discontent to have a riot on our hands. It'll be nice to do it from the other side, won't it? We'll do a little bit of grass down there, and then for objects we'll pop in some dog crates. So I'll pop them in like so. I tend to put a few in because I find that the dogs have a tendency to tire easily. So if you've got 2 patrols, it's best to have 4 dogs. Otherwise you are going to have times when those patrols are not being filled. Can we hire dogs yet? I think we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we can go to our deployment. Now, where do we want the dogs doing a little bit of a snifferoo? I think that we need to definitely have a dog patrol round here, keeping a good old eye on what comes in. We also need a dog patrol here, right through, looking at these visitors, having a good snifferoo, because this is a good source of contraband. The infirmary is another source of contraband. So yes, I know we shouldn't have dogs in hospitals, but this is a prison. We're going to have him sniffing. And I know I said contraband instead of contraband. So, no. I don't know why. My tongue said something my brain didn't intend. Okay, I'm also going to now demolish. Am I going to? No, I'll keep that sectioned off for now. It's not doing any harm. Now we're going to concentrate on some more planning. We're going to put in over here a security office and a place for our armed guards. So it's going to be where we're going to put all of our so I think the armory can be there. We've got to put a table in. We've got to put a weapons rack, and we've got to have some guard lockers. And we've got to remember here we're going to put in phone taps. We're going to put in our CCTV camera monitors. So we do need a reasonable amount of space. There'll be a staff door on there and a staff door on there. And I'm losing my voice. Now this one, although most of the staff thing I know I've done brick, I'm actually going to do this as concrete because I want this to be a little bit more secure. So we're going to throw that in there. We're going to get our staff doors. Ow, dog. You've just kicked me in the ribs. Did I do anything to deserve that, I wonder? Probably did. Everybody deserves a swift kick every now and then, don't they? Me especially, apparently. Right, so we'll throw our cables in there and we will let our little men build that. Lovely. Now I have noticed the time. So it doesn't look like our dogs have assigned themselves to their patrols yet. That seems to be taking a long time, strangely. Don't know why that seems to take time. I'll have to look into that. But I will have to look into that next time. So, thank you for joining me for this half an hour of building our prison and face palming at Tashlan and her making everything pretty. But yeah, I've just noticed the dog handlers are just standing there. Oh, I'm going to have to think about that, aren't I? Why are they not actually patrolling? They stood there, but they're not actually patrolling. I wonder why that is. if anybody can explain that, I would love to know. But we'll work on that next time. I'm going to pause the game now and try my sign off again. Oh, me and my butterfly brain. Okay. Thank you for joining me for this half an hour of Prison Architect and Tashlan playing decorator. Thank you for bearing with me. This is me wishing you all the best for the coming week. Licks and sniffs from Charlie the dog. Purrs and nibbles from Puddon Anpye the pussycats. You know, we love you, peeps. Peace out.